Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to show you Coggle.it, which is a free online mind mapping software that allows you to share and collaborate together to create mind maps. So what you want to do is go onto the internet, go to Coggle.it, which is the website, and you'll come up with this home page. There's a short little video that shows you the basic functionality of it, which I'm going to cover in this video anyway, but I thought I'd add a little bit more. So you can sign up for free, and I'm just going to log in here. So once you log in, you're faced with your home page. So you've got your account here, all your mind maps listed. They tend to be in the order that you created them, and you can search for mind maps, and that will appear as you search. You can create folders to organize them. You can shuffle the order around so that it makes more sense to you. You can share them directly from here, create copies, which is useful if you wanted to keep a copy for yourself and have a collaborative copy that you share with others, and then obviously delete them. So if you click on create, we're going to create our own one. So here's your blank canvas to start building a mind map. In the center is what you want to call your mind map, and that will also determine the file name that appears on your home page. So if we call this one animals, and with any text you've got the option to change it to bold, you can change it to italics, and you can resize the box as well, and that will change the size of the text. To add arms, you simply move to the edge of the side of the central box and you'll see a plus button. Click on that and you'll add a new arm. So we can call that one dogs, we can call one cats, and let's go birds. Now as default they'll appear as different colours to make it clearer of that they're separate, but you can just click on it and you come up with this colour wheel where you can change the colour. If you want to move any of these around, just grab the text and drag it to where you want it to be. And with the central box, if you grab one and pull it over to the other side, it will move over to the other side. So we can move bird over here. You can also obviously just click on any box and change the text whenever you like. You can add in images as well, and you can then go on and add further, so build the tree of the mind map by clicking on the plus button and going adding more. So add as many as you like. You can shuffle those around, and what's good is that if you grab a parent arm, everything below it will stay in the way it was before, so you're not going to be having to drag. If you've got a very complicated mind map, you don't have to drag each individual one. If you want to delete one, you can just hold the control key or command key over the plus button. That will rotate to a cross and you can delete that, and if you do it to a whole arm, it will delete the whole thing. Control Z or command Z will bring those back again. You can transplant arms, so if you hold the shift key, you can see that this turns into a down arrow now. You can grab that, shove that onto anything you like, so I can shove it over to cats, which doesn't make sense because the bulldog's not a type of cat. And that's the basic kind of simple functionality. You can obviously move around your mind map by clicking anywhere and dragging. You can scroll with a mouse wheel. If you right click, you've got a zoom bar that you can use to zoom in and out, and then that also makes the undo and redo buttons appear. To the left here you've got a simple control thing that shows you how to use Coggle if you forget. I was also going to say as well, in terms of text, if you keep typing, and you can see that it just appears in one line. And you can change the shape of the box, so if I wanted to I could make it really long or short. Left and right changes the shape, up and down changes the size of the text. But what you can do is you can add in lines, so if you hold the control key and press enter, you can add separate lines to make it neater, and obviously that's helpful if you're trying to organise your mind map. At the top right here, you've got some of the sharing functions, so you can upload this to share publicly with Coggle. You can download it as a PDF or as an image file, which is obviously useful if you wanted to print it or add it into another document. This clock face here shows you changes that have been made, so you can track changes. You can go back and see what was done before, 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, and it'll come all the way back to the beginning again, and just click off that so that you can go back to editing it. And then this is probably the most useful function of Coggle, is this sharing function. So OC is me, and if I click on the plus, you can add another person. So I'm just going to email another email address of mine. That will send a link to them. They can just sign in with their Coggle account or sign up if they haven't already got one. And if they're online at the same time as you, you can both edit the mind map in real time, and it will track the changes that you can both see. As the host of this mind map, I can choose what everyone's able to do, whether they can edit it freely, whether they can just read it but create copies for themselves, or whether they can only view it, and then obviously I can also remove them from it. There is a chat window that you can get to appear as well that's quite useful. And that's Coggle.it really. Nice and simple, free, easy to use, and very good for sharing and collaboration.